I've never counted them though. I think there are probably over 100 of them. I've learned everything about design on my own. Oh, hello, please, come. Yes, I have a brand called KEBOZ. Yes, it's KEMO. Nice to meet you. First of all, the first thing is that I'm a fan of large dogs, so I can buy large dogs. And then, well, the windows are all over the place, so I think it's a great space with a lot of sunlight, and also it's close to a park. I often go for walks there, so I basically just like it. It feels like a lot of things are collected. It's a pretty hectic and busy place. I'm here to hang out today. Yeah, this is my longtime friend, Monzen, and we're now running a business together.
Thanks for having me. I'm Monzen.
We've been playing baseball together since around 6th grade, continuing through middle and high school. Back in high school, we talked about opening a shop together in 10 years. And now we're co-managing a bar and a clothing shop together in Kuramai. Originally, Shin-chan had been running a bar in our hometown of Asahikawa for quite a while. But when COVID hit, we thought, why not take the opportunity to work together in Tokyo? That was the biggest turning point for us. So, we chose Kuramai. I was surprised by its vibrancy. I often travel for pop-ups, and I work seriously, play hard, often out till morning. Then work next day, a cycle. This way, I connect with many and realize supportive members are key. Working together shows this.
It's more powerful than I expected, to be honest. I often go to different regions for pop-ups. And while I take my work very seriously, I also go all out for fun afterward, staying out until morning. Then I have work the next day, so it just keeps going like that. This way, I really get to connect with a lot of people. I realized that having supportive members in different regions is really important. I felt that even more strongly while working together. I really felt it again while working together.
It's perhaps possible. Since coming to Tokyo, we've really struggled with the pandemic, especially with izakayas not being able to operate at all, or not being able to open the way we wanted. This has been particularly tough for izakayas. In that situation, we've had to come up with our own creative solutions. For example, even though we run an izakaya, we've started doing cafe-style service, and we've also collaborated with other businesses. Working together with our pop-up events has been really great. I feel like we're bringing out the best in each other in a good way. I feel like we're really bringing out the best in each other. This is where I keep my shoes. I primarily wear shoes from New Balance and Clarks. Although I mentioned that I wear New Balance and Clarks a lot, this is the Storm Blue Jordan one. Since I really love blue, I save these for special occasions. I usually wear them for special occasions or when I go to pop-up events. And the shoes I wear most often are these 990 V2s. I've been wearing them so much that they've become my go-to shoes. And this winter, I've been wearing these. These are the 993 from Amy Leon Dore. I really like these too. These are the Jordan 11s, a collaboration between Jordan and Derek Jeter, the legendary Yankees player. I really love wearing these too. And then I have a few Nike and Mizuno shoes as well. And this is a piece titled Unique by the artist Masakazu Kitayama. I discovered it at a friend's gallery during his solo exhibition. And I thought it was really cute because it has a mirror effect. I purchased this. It's going to be the welcome board for my wedding. I got married last year, and at that time I commissioned a guy named Funky from a store called All Good Store in Tanimachi, Osaka, to create it. The bench over there is a custom piece from Mowbray Works, which is from a shop called Bullpen in Hatagaya. This chair is part of a project called Home Economic Experience, where they take old pipe chairs and remake them to sell as new items. This is from a project called Home Economic Experience, specifically from their experiment section. They take old pipe chairs that were used in the past, give them a little makeover, and then sell them as new items. The kitchen photos feature Biggie and Powder D. This is a poster. I bought it at a vintage poster shop. I really like Candy Town. and it turns out we're about the same age, around 90. I was born in 92, so we're pretty much the same age, and I really like it. Also, there's a local rapper named Good Mood Goku. He originally went by the name Goku Grin. I've been active, and I really like Good Mood Goku as well. This is the living room. The sofa is a Nightmare sofa, and the TV stand is from Nightmare Furniture. This is from my own brand, KEBOZ. It also has that Nightmare vibe. As for this chair, it's called the knee chair, and it's made in Japan. A friend gave it to me as a housewarming gift. It's super comfortable, and I always sit in it while watching movies and drinking coffee. I really love black movies. This chair is called the knee chair, and it's made in Japan. A friend gave it to me as a housewarming gift. It's really comfortable to sit in, and I always sit in it while watching movies and drinking coffee. I really love black movies, but my favorite movie is Forrest Gump. It's Maru and Mitsu. Mitsu is the black one. A little bit. I'm feeling a bit overexcited. It's always like this. Both are rescue dogs, so it's good to have them. It's a cute little house, and since I have large dogs, having them here is great. With dogs, living in an apartment can be tricky, but that's not an issue here, which is probably the biggest advantage. Now, let's head down to the basement. It certainly looks like this. This is like a workspace and a clothing room. I mostly work here. When I'm designing, I usually do it at this desk. But most of the time I end up taking my laptop upstairs and working on the sofa. However, when I want to focus, I often work in this room. There are a lot of baseball figures here. I think everyone has their own background when it comes to clothing brands. I've been playing baseball for a long time, and I still love it. So having baseball as a concept is a big part of what I do.
I also collect a lot of these things from variety stores, like this Sato-chan figure, for example. This was painted by Abe-san from Sailor's Grave Tattoo, who does all my tattoos. He created it specifically for the opening of my store.
And over here, this is a collaboration with Buy Me Stand and Sano Bachiri. I did this at my store, and I'm displaying the poster from that event. I have a ridiculous amount of clothes now. Well, basically, it's all KEBOZ stuff. This place is packed with clothes. And the closet is so full that it's practically a storage room. Everything in there is something I've made myself. The cap is from New Era, and I had it custom made by them. It's currently in production. My favorite item would be the one I made this year. This is my favorite varsity jacket. I often wear it with my Needles track pants. These track pants are a custom piece from a shop in Ebisu called Tamaniya. They're made in Mets colors, and I usually wear them with my Mets cap. So I really love brands like Needles and South. I have a lot of items in my store, and we often have custom pieces made. When I'm walking around the city, I might see something like a good balance in the lettering or a nice design on a sign, and I'll take a photo of it. I also read old magazines and get inspired by things I like, interpreting them in my own way and incorporating that into my work. I mainly look at old baseball posters, haven't counted them, but I think there are probably over 100 of them. I think I have over 100 of these. Since I drive, sunglasses are definitely a must-have for me, so I wear them a lot. These are my favorite sunglasses. This is something I got when I went to the stadium. It's a hot dog plushie I bought there. At first, I thought it was just me. I bought about 100 of them and gave some to my friends. So now I only have 3 left, but I want more. Ordered about 100 from the Dodgers site, but I couldn't get them delivered. Or rather, I couldn't place the order.
This bear is wearing a Nomo varsity jacket. Here are some Son of the Cheese display plates and an ashtray shaped like a swimming pool. Right. That piece on the wall, that's by an artist named Kaito Fukui. And this rug, the NY rug, I first came across it on Instagram. I thought, wow, that's super cute. and decided to buy it. I think I found it during an exhibition. Also, I'm really into ceramics. I love ceramics. This is a plate and glass from the recent Kith and Yankees collaboration. These are the cups and plates by Rark-san, the artist who made the artwork on the wall. This is from a collaboration between the Black Eye Patch and Apotheek. I ended up buying a lot of them because the design is just so cool. This is a bat that the members of my baseball team, KEBOZ Baseball Club, gave me as a wedding gift. I really love bowling and often go with my friends. I was planning to use this bat for bowling, but the finger holes were too tight, so my fingers didn't fit. I don't really have a proper place for it, so for now, it's just sitting here. Probably around elementary school, I saw guys who were like 2 years older than me wearing Galfi and Sean John, wearing baggy outfits. I was like, wow, that's so cool. That was when I first got interested in fashion. I was always reading magazines like Samurai Magazine and 411 all throughout middle and high school. That's how I first got into fashion, which then introduced me to hip-hop. I've been a fan ever since. The concept of KEBOZ is to create clothes that I, KENBO, personally want to make. It's more like a KENBO and his crew kind of vibe, and that's how we operate. As KEBOZ has grown in popularity, more people recognize the brand, but they don't necessarily know that I'm the one behind it. I don't see that as a bad thing, and I feel like things are moving in a really good direction. I truly believe that physical stores are incredibly important. In today's world, you can buy almost anything online and everything can be handled digitally, but I think it's really important to have the experience of visiting a store and purchasing something while engaging in face-to-face interactions with people. You know, when I was younger, there were shops I used to visit all the time, and I grew to really like the staff and got along well with them. I want young people today to experience that same kind of connection. Like, after chatting with someone at the store, I hope they leave thinking, oh, I can do that too, or feeling motivated for the next day. I just want them to feel good, even if it's just a little bit. That's why I run my physical shops. When I first started the brand, I was working as a regular office employee at an advertising company. I've always loved clothes, so I thought I'd try making something myself, and that's how it all began. So I bought a machine to do manual printing, and I started with hand-printed t-shirts. From there, I taught myself how to design, all on my own, while continuing to work full-time. I was running the clothing brand as a side business. I collaborate with many specialists to bring my ideas to life. That's something I'm always mindful of. I'm able to get up early now, and since there's a park nearby, I can take the dogs for walks and let them interact with other dogs. That's another thing I really like about this place. I'm thinking about moving out of central Tokyo. In central Tokyo, balconies are often small and parking can be a hassle. I'm considering moving to a bigger house in the suburbs.